Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. This will probably be the only time that you see me wearing a t-shirt in a video. And this is definitely an appropriate video to do that, but I can't not show this. I can't not. If any of you guys are Crash fans, Ballard fans, Cronenberg fans, here you go. I was gifted this shirt by a new friend of mine, so I feel incredibly privileged to wear this. But yeah, this is an appropriate garment to wear for this video because for people who haven't been subscribed to me for like a few years, then you'll probably not know about my Trashy videos. I used to do a series of videos that revolved around trashy like aesthetics. I would talk about my love for trashiness in all of its forms, and my appearance on this platform may come off like I am a very classy lady, like I'm a very like sophisticated person. But with that, I don't like to be too far in that direction because another part of me has so much allegiance to trashiness, doing trashy things. I want to talk about some lowbrow things that I love. Lowbrow, if you don't know, if you've never heard of that term, lowbrow is opposed to highbrow. Highbrow is like sophisticated, high art, intellectual, right? And lowbrow is supposed to be like the opposite of that. Like mass marketed, appreciated by all people, kitschy, easy to enjoy, it doesn't require a lot from the person. But yeah, like I think we should have balance in life. And I appreciate highbrow things so much more because I have low class, lowbrow tendencies, habits, and things that I generally love so much. And I think having that dichotomy makes anybody more of a dynamic person. So I want to share, this is just going to be a lighthearted video. I just want to share with you some lowbrow things that I absolutely love. This is going to range anywhere from like habits to foods. I even have like a movie included in here, movies. But I guess if you're wondering, the first thing I'll talk about is I have a gold tooth. This will be the first thing because you can probably just see it. And obviously I have like a piercing. Most people would consider like these things to be extremely trashy accessories, but I love them because I've never seen them. To me, they've never seemed trashy. Like ornamenting your body and stuff has always been the proclivity and privilege of actually like nobility, kings, queens, in the past, but then it's been like it's gotten a bad rep now, but like and especially if you wear something like this with a t-shirt or whatever, but I love that juxtaposition, especially to coming from my parents hate the gold tooth. They consider it to be very, very trashy because they grew up with certain people that would like, if they got this filled, literally like they lost a tooth and they got it filled in gold, they were very, I guess, flashy about it. They were like, oh, I have gold in my mouth. I have gold teeth. Look at me. Like I can afford a gold tooth. And like that boastful attitude was considered trashy. But I wear it more so as like a statement, like a fashion statement, I guess. And as part of my identity. But another trashy thing I love to do is I go to a really expensive place, like a restaurant, and I order the cheapest thing on the menu, like French fries, or wings or something like that. I remember going to New York and we went to this restaurant in Soho and we got like lobster bisque because it was like $10. And in New York, everything is atrociously expensive. And this comes from me literally being cheap, me literally wanting to do certain things, but not having to pay the full price for them. Like if I want to go to New York, I know I'm going to be spending a ton of money just to like breathe. So yeah, I'm going to order the cheapest thing on the menu. I'm going to piss off my waiter or my waitress. I'm going to order like the beer, literally the beer and like the fries. I will literally do that. Like it's considered trashy to do that, or low class to do that. It's like, why go to an expensive restaurant if you can't afford it? But it's like, yeah, I can afford the fries. I can afford to exist in that atmosphere for the time being. That's half of the reason why I would do it too. It's like, I want to be in a nice place. I'll pay, let's say in Los Angeles, I remember I lived next to this boutique hotel. It's called the Nomad. And they had a beautiful bar and like brunch, like foyer area. Gorgeous. And I would go, I'd get all dressed up and all the nice things that I had. And I would go and I would pay $11 for a Pilsner, for a beer. Pilsner should not cost that much, like anywhere. But it was just to be in a beautiful place. I couldn't afford to like exist there in the way they would like their clientele to exist there, but I found my own way to do it. Another thing that is trashy that I love doing, and you guys who have followed me for a long time will know this, my nails are never ever done at the salon. I do my nails myself and they are press-ons. Okay? This is a thing that I've been doing for like 6 or 7 years. And I love it. I love not going to the salon and paying out the ass for my nails to be done because one, I get to do it myself. It's done right every single time. And I go to the hair store to get my nails because their variety is so crazy. Like the hair store is the only place that you'll be able to get like extra long press-on nails or like different colors or like stuff that you don't see at like CVS or Rite Aid or Target or whatever where you can get your nails. And it's kind of like a Russian roulette as to what I'm going to put on my nails that week. It just makes it more fun. And it's cheap. Two sets of nails are $10. I'm never going to change that about myself. I don't care if I drive a Bugatti. I literally don't care. This is enjoyable to me. It's an accessible glamour. I haven't done this in a while, but I used to. I've been kind of changing in between styles a lot, so I haven't been able to do this as much. But whenever one of these nails will pop off, let's say it's like a week and a half after I did the set and like the glue came off, I will put on another nail. Like I keep all of my nails usually from past packs that are that I didn't use. And I'll just like fish out one of the random nails in there. So I will have like mismatched nails on my fingers. But I think it's kind of cool. It's back when people used to paint one nail a different color or whatever, but I think it's cooler to do it like that because it's spontaneous. You didn't plan it. It's kind of like I don't give a shit, but like it looks cool. Like it adds variation to your style. And yeah, sometimes you'll see me with like a weird mismatched like finger or like a thumb, or like it'll be a different color than the rest of the nails, but I like the way that looks. Yeah, and I'm never going to pay more than $10 on a set. 2 sets of nails. Another thing, I want to talk about this really quick just because things change so much in history over time, but I love jasmine perfume. And if you don't know the history of perfume, jasmine perfume, especially in the Victorian age, that was perfume for hookers, for prostitutes. You know, like women in the Victorian age wanted to smell like fresh white virginal flowers, you know, and like lilac and stuff like that. Very like muted, not so intense. But I love reeking of perfume. I love jasmine. I love like very gaudy, intense scents. The perfume that I currently wear, it's not a cheap perfume, but like some people hate it. They think it's like overpowering, even like masculine at times. Like I love I love being overbearing and intense, with what I wear, like my perfume. I absolutely love that, even though that's considered to be like low class, low brow. Like I believe Elizabeth Taylor is like that. Liz Taylor. She used to have, there's like a video on YouTube where people were smelling her signature fragrance and they were like, whoa. A lot of people didn't like it, but that was the beauty of Liz, is that somebody said she was an intense person and her perfume matched that, even if it was considered like she reeks, she stinks, you know, like I can smell her from a mile away. Her perfume is giving me a migraine. I love that. It's almost animalic, you know, to have something to reek of your perfume. And this goes for all perfumes too. I have my own preferences for what I like to wear, which are generally not like trashy perfumes. You'll never smell me wearing like vanilla or something like that. But I love it when anybody like absolutely stinks from their perfume. Love it. Another trashy habit that I probably will never get rid of is eating in my car. I try not to do it as much now, but like there really is something about eating in the car. And this is what the something is. When I didn't have a car, I felt less free. Having my own car was like kind of having a house to me. It was like having a place, the freedom to move, to leave, having my own domicile. Even when I didn't have my own apartment, I didn't live alone, like it was always my refuge to have a car. And so sometimes, I would get like any type of food, whatever it's like. It could be a protein bar. It could be a pastry that I get. But sometimes I just like sitting in my little cell, my like little egg, and just hang out in my car and eat. There is just something very special about it because you're enclosed, in like a small space and feel safe, and it doesn't, and you can't get that same satisfaction in your house. You just can't. Also, I like to like take my car and drive up to a nice view. I have a nice overlook in my city, so I'll go and drive up there and get like trashy food. Like I will get fast food. I will bring food from home and I will eat my food in my car at that overlook. It's a ridiculous comfort thing, but it's awesome. I love it. I love eating in my car. But I try not to do it a lot because it is a really bad habit that's like eating out of takeout containers in your house. Like I have to hold myself back because it's too easy. It's too easy to eat in your car, but I do love it. Something that I did recently that I think is also like lowbrow, but like, hey, you do what you need to do in the moment. I don't have a money clip. I know that's more of like a man's thing, but I have used a bobby pin to hold my money together, or a rubber band. I love that idea of using either of those to hold your money. I needed to get some money out of the ATM so that I could exchange the currency. And I use a small, my wallet doesn't hold money very well because it's a cigarette case. So I'm like, how am I can't put this wad like in my cigarette case. So I used a bobby pin to hold it all together. I've also used a bobby pin to hold incense up as like an incense stand. Yeah, bobby pins are such a versatile object. They're an art object to me, I consider. But to use a bobby pin, to use something for your hair, for your money, low brow. Another thing, this is something my parents detest about me. Low brow as hell is I love deeply worn in shoes. And I'm talking like even shoes that are nice. Okay. My mother has attempted on multiple occasions to throw away a certain pair of mules that I had that I absolutely refused. I refused. Those shoes have been so beaten up. Let me show you. I still got them. Those shoes are not going anywhere. I can't tell you how many times I've glued the sole back onto that. And even then, like, there's holes that are wearing through the bottom. I love them. I love the worn-in look. I'm not the only one who does this either. Like, even the Olsen twins, who are supposed to be, like, goddesses of the fashion world, love worn-in things. Because it's like wabi-sabi, things that have aged. I mean, they say that... you can tell a person what a person is like by their shoes. Yeah, you can definitely understand certain things about me by my shoes. But then you're going to look up at the rest of my outfit and you're going to be like, I love worn-in shoes. I just do. Especially if the shoes are expensive. There's something rebellious about that act to me. I've always been enamored by the persona, the story of like the disowned rich kid. They've got all of their nice, like Schitt's Creek, they have all of their nice things, but they're poor, right? And so like because they can't buy new things, you have to wear through your designer clothes, your designer shoes. I love that. I love that like storyline so much. And that's what I think of whenever I wear through all of my shoes. And there's like pieces of lace coming off and like the leather sole is worn through. There's holes. I dig it. It's a poetic thing to me. You know, the passage of time shown through my shoes. I feel like I should talk about some other things like food and like drink. So though you will see me 1 week going to a very, very nice Italian restaurant, and I will be getting a $30 appetizer. Beef carpaccio, let's say, you know, 30 goddamn dollars. You'll see me eating that. Next week, you will see me on the hunt for the best hot dog in the city. Hot dogs are an absolute hyperfixation in my mind. And I get very, very upset when they don't taste a certain way, when when the dog is not a certain length or thickness. And because it's literally, it amazes me. It amazes me how hard it is to make a proper hot dog. And the thing is, Costco got it right long, long ago. IKEA got it right, though IKEAs were like kind of small. But it's really not hard to make a good hot dog. It's not hard to make good mac and cheese. Like it's just, this is where like the highbrow and lowbrow commune in me, is that hot dogs, let's say, or like mac and cheese, these are very, very simple lowbrow meals. But because of their simplicity, there's so much room to fuck it up. Down to like I said, the length of the hot dog, the type of bun you're using, whether or not what kind of like toppings you're putting on it. Like there's so much room to ruin it for me. You know, I've paid so much money for hot dogs that have underperformed for me so many times. I feel like that's a sex joke, but yeah, I have been, let's say, in Brooklyn, and I've paid like $10 for a hot dog, and it is so tiny. It's so tiny. It was good, but like it was small, and like this was like a cocktail hot dog or something. Like it was an hors d'oeuvre fucking hot dog. Like I'm like, come on, man, paying $10 for this, like chill out the Kobe beef, all right? But it doesn't even have to be Kobe beef. Like the best hot dogs come from Costco. They just do. They're the right size. The meat tastes the right way. Like they're the right price. It's a food. It's a disgusting food, but like it can be somehow ruined for you anyway. A movie, trashy movie that I love, Spring Breakers. Love it. Absolutely. That is the high opera of white trash to me. I think that movie was so underrated and undervalued whenever it came out. Like it is definitely like a cult. It has cult status to me. That is one of my favorite movies, full stop. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched it. I love James Franco in that movie. I love that Selena Gomez is in that movie. I love that the Pretty Little Liars girls in that movie. It's transgressive, it's subversive. Like, you know, it takes crime and, the spring break culture and the desire to escape from college life and into like a fantastical, like fake, a fantasy, literally escaping into a fantasy, learning what you can from that and having to come back into the real world. But in the end, they literally come back from like a massacre in a Lamborghini and they drive back. It's great. Stylistically, gorgeous. It is the pinnacle of lowbrow, what lowbrow can be in film, in my opinion. Of course, you have things like John Waters, right? His movies are also up there as well. But they're different. They're like punk. That like 70s, 80s environment atmosphere in there. It's completely different. Like you're not hearing trap music and you're not seeing Gucci Mane like in a hot tub. Like it's just different. It's for my like generation. Spring Breakers is. But the last thing I guess I'll talk about, and that maybe you would never think that I would care, but I really love trap. I love R&B, and different variants of that. Like I love WAP. I don't listen to it frequently, but when I do, I listen to it like 12 times in a row. I love that song. It's hard not to like that song. It's a filthy ass song. The beat's hard, like it's awesome. I can't not like it. I can't. It's a beat that's so like stripped down and like sexual and like insane that you just gotta throw your hands up and say, damn, okay, that's a banger. Like I said, I almost never listen to it, but when I do listen to it, it is over and over and over again. What I subscribe to that is like my type of thing, my type of music or my lifestyle or whatever. No, but like you'll never see me twerk, like that type of thing, but whatever. But it just, I love that song. But an artist specifically who I am hoping to turn you guys on to, if you, I don't know if you like music, but this guy's name is Lil Ugly Mane. And he came out in like 2012 with an absolute like perfect album. It is arguably his magnum opus. It's called Mr. Thug Isolation. So good. It's so good. It's all at once. Like it's funny. It's like satirical. It's something you can bump in your car and feel like an absolute G. This guy, his name, Little Ugly Mane, is just one of his many like pseudonyms, I guess, for like his personas for different types of music that he does. But the original artist's name is Travis Miller. And rap, like trap is not the only thing that he does. I can't even call it trap. Like Mr. Thug Isolation is a weird ass album. So the genres here are supposed to be Memphis rap, trap, horrorcore, hip hop, funk, southern hip hop, whatever. You just got to listen to the album because it's not going to be anything you've ever heard before, 100%. But it uses all of like the best cliches from that culture and then like spins it on its head. And like he says he comes from like a punk background. And he has like other albums that are not that type of music at all. I don't even know what I'd call some of it. Yeah, like alternative rock, shoegaze, breakbeat. I feel like this guy, Travis Miller, is somebody that like heavily influenced Post Malone. Probably inspired Post Malone too to make this change from rap to like this very ambiguous, multi-genre encompassing music. But I feel like they're very similar in a lot of ways. But anyway, yeah, Lil Ugly Mane. Definitely trashy music. Like one of the songs is called Lookin' for the Suckin'. Another song, one of my favorites, is called No Slack in My Mac. And then another one is Throw Them Guns. They're great songs, all of them. Also another one of those like cult following type artists. Taking this off now. Just wanted to remind you all that I may be classy, but I'm equally trashy at the same time. And I love being both. I'm proud of both. Keep repping both sides. Keep being difficult to define and keep surprising people. That's what the message of this video is. Don't let anyone ever feel comfortable around you. Feel like they know you and they've got you pegged. Never. All right. I hope you have a nice weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.